Hey, my name's Andrew, and in this review we're talking about this tripod from Falcam. This is their 61-inch treeroot carbon fiber tripod, and it is by far the best tripod I've ever used. So in this review we're going to talk about all the bells and whistles, all the features, everything you need to know, and of course my thoughts and opinions. Now, a quick disclaimer, Falcam did send me this tripod, however this is not a sponsored review. These are going to be my own thoughts and opinions. So with that disclaimer out of the way, let's jump into the review. Now, tripod reviews, in my opinion, aren't super interesting, so let's just dive into the facts. This is a carbon fiber and aluminum tripod, which means it's super lightweight. It's coming in just under 3 pounds, and right here it is at the small compact state. It's coming in at 18 inches. So lightweight and small means this is a great portable tripod for traveling. On the bottom of the tripod, you'll see these little rubber clamps. If you twist those, that's how you release the tripod. And of course, if you twist them back the other way, it locks them in, and then closing it back up, release it, fold it back up, lock them back in. On the bottom of the tripod, you'll see these little rubber feet, and if you push up on them, you can remove those little rubber feet, revealing a metal spike. So any scenario outdoors where you want to have a little extra grip, you just remove those rubber tips, and then same way to put them back on, just push it on there. So that's really nice on the bottom of the tripod. On the other end, you have the ball head, which you can twist and remove. This ball head is a little bit more ideal for photography, so I may eventually switch this out with a fluid head for video work, which is what I do more often, if I can get it back on there. But this ball head is really nice. It has a little clamp here to release the ball head and adjust it any angle, kind of a standard ball head there on the top. But what's not standard is Falcam's quick release system. So the nice thing about Falcam is they have this ecosystem with these little plates, and I've already installed one here on my camera. They did send me a backpack mount, so a little quick release clamp here. You just clip it on your backpack, you push a button and it releases it. And that's super nice if you be traveling, you have your camera on you at all times. Then if you want to use your tripod, you're using that same clamp, and you can just slide that into the tripod like so. Then to release, you just hit that button and it comes back out. Now, this tripod has a center column. So if you extend the feet out the whole way, and then with this little knob here, if you twist that, you can raise that center column up the whole way. And so at its maximum height with that center column up, it comes in at 61 inches. On the bottom of it, you have a little hook. So if you set it up, you can hang your backpack or sling bag on that center hook, kind of weighing down your tripod and keep it from moving around. Also just a nice place to store it. But that hook is actually also a little multi-tool. So if you really twist that out, it comes with a little Allen head there, which is the perfect size to mount that quick release plate to your camera. And with that hook removed, you can turn that same knob for the center column and pull it the whole way out. And then you can slide that center column back into the tripod upside down. And just like that, you have the tripod mounted in its really low to the ground state. If you want to get basically level with the ground kind of shots, this is the upside down position. Super easy to adjust that height. Now, the other thing is it has these little clamps here. If you push in on that button, you can go all the way to its lowest position. Then the next one raises it up a little more. And then finally, kind of, I think the most of the time you're going to be using that third position. Now, one more thing, Falcam does include this little sleeve bag, which is actually a high quality bag. I think most of the time you're probably going to be just putting this in your backpack. But if you're going to be traveling somewhere and you want to keep that tripod safe, this little sleeve kind of backpack thing with a little strap is super handy. It definitely feels like a good quality bag and will keep your tripod protected. So that's a nice touch that they include that. So now the part of the review where I want to talk about my thoughts and opinions. This tripod, I can't stress enough how just it feels quality. It feels like the best quality tripod I've used. The little rubber clamps feel really strong and easy to use. The legs on the tripod feel very sturdy. Even though it's aluminum and carbon fiber, it feels like one of the more sturdy tripods I've used. So overall, using this tripod, as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, this is one of the best tripods I've ever used. It probably is the best tripod I own right now. As far as cons, I can't really think of any. This is coming in around $300. So for some people, that's a more expensive product. They're not really interested in spending that much on a tripod, but I feel like the fact that it's so durable, lightweight, and portable, and especially the fact that this tripod, in comparison to more higher end tripods that aren't really giving you much more, but are like double, triple the price, This is actually a great price for this tripod in my opinion. If you want to see more information on it or pick this tripod up, I'll leave a link in the description. If you have any comments or questions about this tripod, if there's anything I missed, leave those in the comment section below. I'll get right back to you. If this video was helpful, hit the like button. And if you want to see more budget gear reviews, consider subscribing. And if you do, I'll catch you in the next video.